I'm Bryant Thomas, and this is my friend Trevor Hall. We are from Mena School District, Holly Harshman. Our project was the 5-second rule, and I'm pretty sure everyone dropped food on the ground for 5 seconds and wondered, is it still edible? We decided to test that theory, and we found out that the 5-second rule was fake, and our results tell that in 5 seconds it has a whole lot of bacteria, and in 4 seconds it still has bacteria. Well, the tile for 5 seconds has a lot of bacteria too. 4 seconds on the tile still has bacteria. So our hypothesis was that the 5-second would have more bacteria than the 4-second, and we proved it right. And before we did this project, we wondered if the 4-second might actually have a little bit more than the 5-second, but that was just really wrong. So we decided. So after doing the project, we learned that the food that you drop on the floor should not be eaten. And that's pretty much what we did to test the 5-second rule.
Hi, I'm Justy Hunsucker. I am in 4th grade. I'm 10 years old, and I go to Waldron Elementary School.
Hello, I am Keisha. I am in 4th grade. I am 9 years old, and I go to Waldron Elementary School too.
All right. A dog's favorite color. The question that we asked ourselves when we were doing this project is do dogs have a favorite color?
Our hypothesis was that dogs would pick colors that were bright. We believed they would be able to see these colors a lot better.
The procedure that we were doing when we were doing this experiment was, with the dogs in a different room, we placed 4 different colored papers: yellow, pink, black, and white. We placed them all on the floor. The same kind of dog treat was placed in the middle of each colored paper,
like shown in the picture.
We let the dog enter the room and choose a treat. While the dog was eating the treat, we would remove the other treats and record which color the dog ate the treat from. Next, we would repeat this process several more times with the same dog, but each time we would rearrange the order of the colored papers. We performed this same procedure with several dogs and recorded all of the results.
The materials that you need for the project are colored paper, dog treats, and of course, 2 or more dogs.
Our graph and our data, like I said, we used yellow, pink, white, and black pieces of paper. And the first dog we did the test on picked yellow once and black once. The second dog chose black twice. The third dog only chose black once. And the 4th dog, he chose yellow twice. The reason that we didn't get to test the dogs that much is because my dogs have such a little stomach they can't eat all of the food.
And my dogs got in a fight in the very middle
because they were just wanting to eat the food. Alright.
This is a dog's view of the world. They cannot see as many colors as the human do, or spectrum.
Alright, the dogs that we tested were Carlos and Sophia, my dogs. The black one's Carlos and the white one's Sophia.
These are 2 more dogs we tested, my dog Princess and Twinkie. The conclusions that we came up with are our results were that some dogs do not have a favorite color. We learned that some dogs just want the treats and don't care what color they're going from. We observed that the dogs only chose the colors yellow and black. Also, these colors are ones that can be found on the dog's spectrum of color,
as you can see right here.
My name is Emma. I am 8th grade homeschooler. My project is reptiles. Their characteristics are they're cold-blooded, air breathing. Vertebrates with scales or dry skin. They lay eggs. I learned about the local reptiles and how they affect people. I learned about the poisonous reptiles and what to do if you got bitten by one. I have I told of 2 Bible stories. The serpent in the Garden of Eden, and when Paul got bitten by a poisonous snake. Both times it was a snake. I raised Sapphire, my bearded dragon. Let's see here. The genus would be Agamene, and the family would be Agamidae. I also earned a reptile award for Pathfinders.
Hi, my name is Corey Kirkendall. Favorite day. His name is Zayden Saki, and we're from Mina Public Schools. And right now we're doing the lecture about the black hole. Fun fact about black holes: they could be bigger than, like, their mass could be big as, like, they could be, the mass times sun is like about 1,000 maybe. And they could be big. You got anything to say there? The closest black hole we know is B66, a North Pole, also known as B66 Monarchs. It's to create about 3,000 light years away and between 9 and 3 times the mass of the sun. We know it is because it's located in the star with about half the mass of the sun.
My name is Peyton Rose from the Holly Harshman Elementary School. My project is a bouncy ball, and the way it bounces is, well, a chemical reaction between cornstarch, glue, and borax, which I do not have with me at this time. The science behind it is that when the glue was added to the borax water, the glue became firm and bouncy. That's because the borax reacted with the glue, causing the polymers. And I have a vocabulary list up there. Polymers, long chains of molecules, and the glue to stick together and form a elastomer, which is up there. Store-bought bouncy balls are made of rubber, another material that is made up of polymers, which is up there. When the bouncy ball is stretched, these polymer chains unravel and straighten.
My name is Aria, and I go to Louis Durham Elementary School, and I'm in 2nd grade. And this is my project. I do gum. That is how long its flavor does. in this experiment. The longest lasting one is Bubble Yum. The one that lasts the least is Hubba Bubba. And I have a notebook. It has facts about gum and stuff. And I have facts on my board too. I have all kinds of gum.
Thank you.
My name is Adrina Dominguez.
My name is Kaylee Parnell. We go to Holly Harshman Elementary School, and we're in the 5th grade. Our board topic is, do white candles burn faster than color candles? As you know, our hypothesis was wrong. The white candles do not burn faster than color candles. The blue one actually burned faster.
The results were that the blue candle burned the fastest, and the second fastest was the green candle. The white candle burned the third fastest, and the pink candle burned the slowest.
Our conclusion was the blue candle burned faster than the white candle, and the color candles, we were incorrect on our hypothesis.
Our materials were 4 candles, 2 rulers, gloves, and a lighter.
I'm Hannah Thacker, and this is my project, Dancing Raisins, and I'm homeschooled. So, yes. So the reason it would work, it's not working right now, but it would work is because raisins are denser than the club soda. So when you drop them in, they go straight to the bottom, and as bubbles form on it, they're supposed to come back up, but they're not doing that. There's one that's been floating for like 20 minutes, but it's not been doing anything. Like it hasn't fell or anything. And so I did 5 tests. This is the 5th one. So the first time we did, the club soda exploded on us, so I screwed the lid back on, and then we mopped up the floor, which probably took like 10 minutes, and then I think it took 10 minutes, and then it took a while, and then we measured it like 2.5 cups and put into the bottle, and the cup that's plastic, the tall one there. So then after that, we put the raisins in, and they didn't do anything because we lost a lot of the carbonization from waiting around all that, and then all that time, and then it exploded. So the next time we used cherry 7-Up, diet cherry 7-Up, and we, as soon as we put that in there, we poured it in there, and I think we measured it too. We measured 2.5 cups. Poured it in there, and then we dropped in the raisins, and it didn't do anything either. So I don't know what happened, because I can think that one wouldn't work because it was like a month old. We'd had it under the cupboard for a while. So we put that in there, and it didn't do anything. So then we poured more club soda out of a different bottle, and we opened it more careful, so it wouldn't explode on us. So we didn't measure it, we just poured it right in there, and I put raisins, and it didn't work either. And we let it sit there for about 10 minutes, and then we put then we put baking soda in it, like a teaspoon in each glass. We used both glasses that time. And then we put baking soda, and I played loud music, and 1 or 2 finally started doing it, but it wasn't exactly right. And the 4th time, as soon as we poured it in there, it started working. As soon as we put the raisins in, they started going up and down like they're supposed to, but they did do it, and they did it for like 3 hours, because we got to our science fair at like 5 in the afternoon, and then we stayed there until probably 8, and they worked until we dumped them, and that was at like 8 or something. So they worked for 3 hours. And today is my 5th test, and I did the exact same thing that I did the other times. I put this club soda, which I bought last week, in this glass, and then that club soda I bought that yesterday, and it's in the other glass.
So, they've both been in the club soda we poured it in there as when we got here. So they've both been in there as long as we've been here, an hour or however long. So, and then we poured this in both glasses first, and then we took that one and changed it. So I don't know what's going on unless they're just flat, or it may be like a temperature change. And I put like a teaspoon of baking soda in both of them at different times. I put a little right when we got here, and then a little about 10 minutes ago, and a little just now. So it's just, I don't know.
Okay. My name is Ivan Sanchez, and I come from Holly Harshman Elementary.
My name is Ramsey, and I come from Harshman Elementary School.
So, elephant toothpaste is a chemical reaction between hydrogen peroxide, yeast, warm water, and dish.
But
What it
yeast could
does?
also be replaced with baking.
Yeah, yeast or baking soda, whichever one you have. And when you put it all together, it's a substance that starts to rise.
It's a foamy substance that is a chemical reaction from hydrogen peroxide, soap, baking soda, and then once you add them all together. Wait, would you like
Just to show it. I don't think you shaken it. There you go. So basically, it does the same thing with either yeast or baking soda, but you should use yeast because whenever you use baking soda, it doesn't expand as much.
Yeah. And baking soda was all we had, so we bought baking soda instead of yeast. And we didn't know that it was not going to expand. Where's the cap? The reason we chose elephant toothpaste was because it's really cool when you actually get it to work. Did you get it to work?
Continue what you're saying.
But we chose elephant toothpaste because it's a really cool chemical reaction once you get it to work properly with yeast, and it will actually be like that instead of what happened here. But our hypothesis was that
Well, the problem was,
our problem was, why does elephant toothpaste foam up, and what is the maximum amount of heat that it can produce? And well, we couldn't really see if that worked or not because we didn't have yeast and it didn't expand as much. But but our hypothesis was, we thought that elephant toothpaste would start to bubble and start producing.
Well, if you want more foam, you could buy a 6% hydrogen peroxide or 10.
Yeah.
yeah, the better quality the hydrogen peroxide, the more foam it makes. And we tested this once at home, not at school, when we were working on this. And we found out that basically it can get as hot as you make it, basically. And the reason it foams up is because the soap gets in the oxygen that the hydrogen peroxide lets out, making foam.
Just turn the engine off first and let it like coast down.
Alright. Results from
I just basically
Our conclusion was that elephant toothpaste
foams up because hydrogen peroxide is a reactive substance. So when mixed with other specific substance, it creates foam. The maximum heat the elephant toothpaste can produce is about 215 Fahrenheit.
That's the maximum you can get it to be, but it's usually
My name is Casey, and I'm in 5th grade.
My name's Chandler and I'm in 5th grade.
And this is what we have for our project.
Many reactions occur spontaneously, but the rate at which a reaction occurs can be increased by a catalyst. Elephant toothpaste is a reaction that creates a large amount of foam that looks like toothpaste. In order for the reaction to occur quickly, a catalyst must be used. In this experiment, yeast is used to demonstrate the power of a catalyst.
Elephant toothpaste cannot burn you, especially this type of elephant toothpaste, but the real chemical elephant toothpaste can cause chemical burns and thermal burns.
Our hypothesis was that elephant toothpaste would not work without yeast.
The materials that you need to do this project is 2 empty 20-ounce plastic bottles or any other container, 3% or 6% of hydrogen peroxide solution, which is available at any store, a packet of active yeast, liquid dishwashing soap such as Dawn, warm water, food coloring is optional, and a funnel.
How it works. The yeast is the catalyst. If the catalyst is not in the mixture, it would not. This decomposition reaction would not foam. The catalyst speeds things up in the mixture.
Bread won't rise without yeast. The hydrogen peroxide is happy by itself, but when the yeast is added, the hydrogen peroxide is unhappy because its atoms break apart and do not have a friend to bond with, and they blow up in anger to find a friend. When the yeast is mixed with the hydrogen peroxide, it causes a reaction to occur quickly, in which then creates foam from soap, water, hydrogen gas, and water that moves up and out of the bottle. In this experiment, one can observe how the hydrogen peroxide decomposes because of the yeast.
This is the hydrogen peroxide mixture, and when it decomposes, when the yeast is added, it's H2O, which is 2 water molecules, and plus 1 oxygen molecule.
Step 1 is to combine 2 tablespoons of warm water with 1 tablespoon of yeast and mix until the yeast is completely dissolved into the water. Step 2, pour a half a cup of hydrogen peroxide into the empty bottle. Step 3, add a few drops of food coloring into the bottle with the hydrogen peroxide.
Step 4, add a squirt of dish soap to the bottle with hydrogen peroxide and food coloring. Step 5, pour the bottle of water and yeast into the other bottle. Step 6, step back and watch what happens. This is a loose Dutch.
In reaction 1, yeast was used, and upon mixing there was foam that was warm, steam, and there was a color change from red to white/yellow. All observers All observation made for reaction 1 showed that there was a chemical change in reaction 2. Yeast was not used and there was no observable changes. In conclusion, there was no observable chemical reaction without yeast, and therefore yeast demonstrated the power of the catalyst.
My name is Carrie, and I go to Harley Harshman Elementary. About our slime project, this is Science of Slime, and how we made the Science of Slime is we put some glue, and then we put borax, and then...
No, we didn't. We put activator.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we put activator.
And then we stirred it, and then we let it sit.
No, we didn't.
Go. Just go.
We didn't do that.
It's your turn.
My name is Lillian Kreider, and I go to Holly Ashman Elementary, and I'm in 4th grade. About our slime, we actually used activator, not borax. And we didn't let it sit. After it was done, we played with it. We didn't let it sit. And then when we were doing it, we actually didn't use anything except activator because on the borax we didn't have any borax to use. So we just bought a kit from the store and used it to make slime.
My age is 7, and I go to Lewiston Elementary. And I'm doing bubbles, and we have water and regular store-bought bubbles, and then we have Dr. Soap and water. One way the Dr. Soap really works the best, more than all of the Dr. Soap is really good, as it really works. Bubbles for the one is the best. And bubbles is my favorite thing to do in the summer. When it's sunny and the wind blows in, that's when I go outside and play with the bubbles.
My name is David Dollar, and I go to Holly Harshman Elementary. The reason I picked rock candy is because I really like it and it tastes good. And apparently my hypothesis was quite off. Because I thought it would take 24 to 30 hours for the water to evaporate. Apparently it takes like 2 to 3 weeks. And part of the reason I picked rock candy is because I didn't have much time to pick what I could do for the science fair. I think that's all.
My name is Jadis Patton. I go to Holly Harshman, and my project is about you put vinegar in a bottle, and you put baking soda in a balloon, and then you put the balloon face up, and then it starts inflating.
All right.
Hello, my name is Frank Boer, and I'm homeschooled in 7th grade. I'm 12. My project is about the pulse jet engine. They are a very cheap and easy to make type of jet engine. They're very simple to make. So the valves start in an open position like this. And there's an explosion in here that blasts the valves shut. And now that they're shut, the rest of the explosion comes out the back end and it goes forward. So I've actually made a pulse jet right here. So it might not look like it's a jet engine, but it is. So you just put 1% isopropyl alcohol inside of here. and then you light it off with just a regular match in a container, of course. And the flame should come out, and it sucks the flame back in. And the flame comes out again, sucks it back in. It should go for 5 or 10 seconds. And it's just pretty cool. So the most famous use for it is on the B-1 rocket, right here, that were used in World War II by the Nazis to bomb London.
Hi, I'm Faith, and I'm from Holly Harshman Elementary. I decided to do generic versus name brand because a lot of people say that name brand's better than generic, but I wanted to see for myself. So I asked a lot of people, and they said that most of them, we did Doritos with the nacho cheese ones, we did the Oreos and the twist and shout, and then we did Great Value bacon and expensive bacon. On the bacon one, most of them picked expensive bacon, but on the Oreo and twist and shout, they picked twist and shout. And then we have Q-tips right here, and most people said that these look like the name brand and these don't, but the only reason why they said name brand on this one is because it's neater wrapped, and then this one has more cotton and it's everywhere. And then we did car fresheners a month ago, seeing which one would last longer. This one's the generic and this one's the name brand. And when we did, we saw that this one was losing its smell and this one was keeping its smell. Today we checked it again and this one was about to lose its smell and this one, it's okay. It's like not losing its smell right now. And then we have macaroni right here. I cooked it last night to see what it would do, and this one stuck to the pan a lot more, and this one's the generic one. And then the Kraft mac and cheese, it did not stick to the pan. It went well. And then we have crackers right here, and just to show you that this one's the name brand and this one's the generic brand, and see how they look. At first I couldn't really tell a difference, but then I tasted them and there was a big difference to me. But that's all.
Timothy Parker.
I'm Matthew Moss. We go to Holly Harshman Elementary.
At Mina. We are doing hot water.
Yeah. We tested the HP. We got city water, well water, natural spring water, and bottled spring water.
And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about facts. On well water, do you know 2.5 of water on Earth is well water?
City water is the water with the most chlorine in it.
And I'm going to test the water to show y'all. What are you watching for? pH.
And that's the acid in the water.
And this one is 8.4.
8.4, and that's natural spring water.
No, George was 99. He was 86.
And
I think my favorite part is either.
It took about 3 weeks on this project.
And one good thing about spring water, like people drink it to get healthier. And city water is only water with chlorine in it.
That's why.
And some people's well have a filter on it.
Yeah, this one has a filter on it.
And this is city water, where they tried it and stuff.
That's city water. Spring.
Do you know spring water that come out of the ground? Most of spring water is on top of the ground right now. We found all this
on these websites. We drew some faucets.
I mean, I drew them.
Okay, my name is Maxwell, and this is Corbin. We are in 5th grade.
Holly Harshman.
Holly Harshman. Okay, we have a Heron's water fountain.
Heron's water fountain, and it goes for quite a bit, but it does stop at some point. So we have a notebook where we keep all our notes in, right? So we have the glossary and stuff. We have how it gets done, problem, and what we needed. Now, we have food coloring if we want to diet.
Okay, so this red straw, it comes with stuff. When you put water through here, the red straw will take it down here. When this fills up, you turn it over, and then it'll go to here through this yellow straw, and then you flip it back over, and then you put water, more water in it, and then water will come out of here, and
it works for quite a bit. So we have all our notes and decorated a little bit because we're cool. We drew. We have materials. And that's the height and stuff. And that right there is the tubes and where the bottles need to go, and that's how it looks. And that's the end.
Okay, I'm Jersey, and I go to Holly Harshman. And Isis.
I'm Isis, and I go to Holly Harshman. I'm Destiny, and I go to Holly Harshman.
So we did the hydraulic arm. George C. DeVoe invented it with a friend of his, Joseph Frederick Engelberger. I can't say that name without laughing.
And it's this guy right here. He was born on February 20th, 1912, and he was the first one who invented the first hydraulic arm.
With Joseph.
With Joseph the C.F. Engelberger.
Joseph was born July 26, 1925 in Brooklyn, New York. He was 86 whenever they both invented the hydraulic arm.
And he was
99.
And this hydraulic arm, we compared it to the electric one.
Or the larger one.
Yeah, the larger one. And this one is a water type, and
it's powered by water.
Yeah, and then we just stack up these blocks, and the highest we got was all of them.
Yeah. So we've only stacked all of them twice, and that was only today. And it was ISIS. I think that the scientific part in this is the height, the weight, and just the arm, because it's powered by water. And then in our notebook,
this is our first one that Jersey did. This one, set these two.
This is what we were gonna stack. These were our experiments. This one failed after the first block because we couldn't. The Jacob's ladder, we couldn't grab it.
And this is the when we stacked up all of them.
She stacked. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good at it. And we have our pictures, what we used right here.
This is a picture of the hydraulic arm. This entire experiment was very time consuming. We did buy the hydraulic in a kit at Walmart. I got it for Christmas. But the reason we chose this was because we couldn't think of any of a science project that no one else would do.
Yeah.
So, and since I had this at my house, we just decided to do this.
And
this
is the picture of our hydraulic arm on the side.
And over here, you can see the height and weight of here, and of a certain things we stacked. Like with the Jacob's ladder, we counted it as 6 blocks. Since they're all separate, but they are attached by ribbon. We did the height and weight.
And the most important thing you should know about the hydraulic is if you jerk too hard on the levers, the pipes will bust and the water will come out.
That happens over here, and it squirted all over it, and now it's smeared. But you can still read it.
Number 6, the weight, it was 60.5 millimeter and 78.4 grams.
We did it in metrics. We did it in metrics so that it would be more like scientific. Because if we did it in like inches or something, then it wouldn't be. Our teacher told us to do it in metric, so we just didn't do it. We started with inches, but then she told us not to.
Yes, we started doing it in millimeters and grams.
We have like squishies that we're using.
That one smells like weird popcorn.
And
Why
a
would you
donut
say that?
squishy. And we have a pencil topper. It's like a little piggy.
3 blocks.
And we have 4 blocks. 4 blocks. One's here. Let go. Alright, one was in the hydraulic arm.
Okay, that one's big.
This is the bigger one. We had to label those two. One, medium 2.
And this one's small.
It's not closing all the way? Oh, one of them isn't closing all the way. The lever, it doesn't have enough water in it, so we'll have to refill that later.
Yeah, we refill it by a little cup.
Yeah. And that's behind there, so do not.
The flowers, we just wanted to decorate it. And if you stand far back, you cannot really see the blue letters.
Yeah, we decided that was a bad choice. We wanted to match the outline, the outside color of those, but it didn't work very well.
And Jersey's most favorite was the
comparison or A Beautiful Friendship. I don't know why I labeled it that.
A beautiful friendship is just George and
Joseph. It's just talking about them and how they created it and how they met, stuff like that. And I think the most important thing that I learned, that we all learned, was
that I'm the best stacker.
She is, but I think for me it was learning about the different like the comparison. I think just the comparison between the two hydraulics, I think, was very interesting and very knowledgeable.
And we have, this one is telling all about the hydraulic arm, and I like the things that I like is the weight and the pictures.
Yeah, this picture down there is my favorite
because it actually shows the hydraulic arm that
very large hydraulic
George did it. The flowers we put on, we just wanted to put them on to make it more look pretty, and it was like at the last part of it.
At the last minute, yeah. I think on A Beautiful Friendship, we learned a lot just from that, because it turns out that, who was it? Joseph Frederick Engelberger, he earned a sobriquet as father of robotics for his almost evangelic role in the development of and marketing of robots with industrial and medical applications. Applications.
George C. DeVole, he skipped college because he wanted to work at the robotics at 1956.
in
electric
1966. And that is the same year that the robotic arm was invented.
Yes. And he died on December 1st, 2015.
No, that was Joseph. Joseph died.
But George died on what was it?
August 11, 2011. And get this, George was inducted 2011 into the National Inventors, but he died 2011 when he was inducted to the National Inventors.
This is our first hydraulic arm.
This is a picture of the very first, yes. And this is just what we learned. You said we learned that when stacking, it is harder when you get higher because when you move forward with it, it is easy to knock the what you've stacked down because it can't go as high and as far at the same time. If you jerk the levers forward too hard, the tubes will burst, and that's how the smearing happens.
It can stack like our little cubes, our big one and the small one. It can stack exactly in the middle.
Yeah, and
like this.
Just the water pressure is what powers the entire mix. Yes. Because like if I think my favorite hey,
and
that's
here, watch out. This one is grabbing.
Here.
This one's twisting.
Pull it up so they can see. Okay. So he can see.
Water busted.
No! One of the tubes busted. It must have had too much water in it.
And this one right here, right?
I think the one that spins the head is the easiest for me to. Yeah, not right now. Not right now.
This one right here is grabbing. This one right here is twisting. This one just goes sideways. Up and down.
And all of these make it go up and down, but with different ones. But that one is empty.
Yeah,
so the easiest one to explain. No, I said explain. The easiest one to explain is the one that twists the head, because like. Whenever you push the lever forward, it has a small black piece that makes the water to where it builds up so much pressure that it pushes the other black piece in the other cylinder that the tube is connected to, which is attached. Which the black piece is attached to two gears, and whenever they turn. One of them is attached to the head, which makes it to where the entire head turns. But whenever it gets to the very end, then it won't turn any farther.
It stays that angle, so it won't stack as easily. But I think this one right here, if the cube is like right here and you're trying to get it like lined up right here on the sides, then that's how you twist it right here.
I think the biggest problem with the tubes exploding
is too much water.
Yeah, is whenever you have one cylinder full and then you take the tube off and you refill it, and then you have the other cylinder full, then you can't push the water through and it bursts, and it's too much pressure for the tube and it just bursts.
And it gets everywhere.
So whenever you have the tube attached, you have to make sure to take the water out of the top tube first, and then take the tube off, and then put it in the cup, and then you have to pull the levers back and forth to get the water pumping through, and then once you pull it back, then it pulls the water in through the tube and into the cylinder.
And this one's just twisting.
Yeah, it's attached to a small little black gear inside.
It's like this long.
Underneath, if my grandpa hadn't screwed it onto the board, then you could see the gears underneath, which it turns, and it turns this entire white top, which is attached to the entire arm.
There's like a huge spiral.
And this is just messy because too
many like tubes and stuff. Yeah. So that's pretty much all we have to say. Oh. This is a diagram of the very first hydraulic. That's about
picking up a candle or a cup.
That's not a candle.
It looks like
that's like a cup of grape juice or something. That's what it looks like.
My name is Gage Henry. I'm from Mena, Arkansas. I go to Holly Harshman Elementary in Mena. I was born on August 5th, 2008.
You don't need to tell me that. Just talk about the project.
We did invisibility because it was a cool project to us, and people thought that invisibility wasn't possible, but we showed them wrong by making this. And this has vegetable oil, this has water, and this has vegetable oil and water. This one. And yeah.
My name is Chloe Ferguson. I'm from Mena, Arkansas. I go to Holly Harshman Elementary. I am 11 years old. And so we're doing this project because we thought it would be a cool idea to prove people wrong. Gage is going to do water. He's doing water and oil, and I'm doing oil. So this was a really cool project that we thought we could do to impress a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that think like it's impossible to turn stuff invisible and you can't turn stuff invisible. So we did this project to turn them wrong, to prove them wrong.
We did this project because why I chose these friends is I'm Jackson Green. I'm from Holly Harshman Elementary at Mena, and I'm 11 years old. And the reason why we chose this project is because I knew that these friends would support me in this project, and I really thought that people would really look at this thing and think that the future is coming, and because it is. So.
My name is Auden, and my school is Holly Harshman Elementary. And I'm doing the lemon volcano. What happens is it contains citric acid. All these are citric fruit, and they contain citric acid. But then when they are mixed with dish soap and baking soda, it causes it to fizz. And I think when you add the food coloring, it helps it, because I think it helps it fizz more. And the results were, when the project was performed, the lemon fizzed the most. Orange did not fizz as much as the lemon, but it fizzed more than the lime. It has less citric acid as the lemon and lime. Lastly, the lime fizzed the least, even though it has the same amount of citric acid as the lemon. And you need to have steps. The steps are: number 1, prep the lemon by slicing the bottom off so that the lemon can sit flat. Flip the lemon and slice the core. Prepare extra lemon juice by slicing a second lemon in half and juicing it into the cup and set aside. 3. Place the cored lemon on a tray and use the popsicle stick to mush the center of the lemon and bring out the juices of the center of the lemon. Be sure to keep the juices in the center of the lemon. 4. Place a few drops of food coloring into the center of the lemon. 5. Add a good squeeze of dish soap into the lemon. This is not necessary for the reaction, but it will cause the bubbles to ooze and froth longer. 6. Add a spoonful of baking soda into the lemon. It should start to fizz. Take your popsicle stick and stir the lemon. It should start foaming really well as you stir. 7. To keep the reaction going, add more baking soda, food coloring, dish soap, and the preserved lemon juice to the lemon. Squeeze the lemon to release the juice. The juices also enhances the reaction.
Hi, my name is Bree Kreider. I go to Mena Middle School. So my project is the Magnus Force. The Magnus Force is an observable phenomenon that is commonly used with rotating or spinning objects or other fluids. Now, it says that Heinrich Gustav Magnus was the first person to describe the Magnus Force, but he really wasn't. It was Isaac Newton and Benjamin Robbins. They were the first people to describe it, but they didn't get credit for it. Now, this shows the positive and negative airflow. If you spin it this way, the air is going to be pushed down, so it'll take it a little bit for it to come back up. And then if you spin it this way, it's going to be able to come out freely. Now, the video. The video is of me with the ball. It's showing how it can be. Like, if you spin the ball this way, it's going to go that way. If you spin it this way, it's going to come back to you. And if you spin it this way, it's going to go left, and if you spin it this way, it's going to go right.
My name's Ariel James, and this is Gracie Doremus. And we both go to Holly Harshman Elementary. Our project is about moldy bread. Our problem is that we want to know how bread molds so fast. And the answer to this is that if you put bread into a bag, it will absorb the moisture and it will grow a green, white, and black substance known as mold. And this one here, we didn't touch it all. We just slid it into another bag. And this one we hand sanitized and it just, the alcohol in the hand sanitizer made it as hard as a rock. And it just crumbled to pieces. This bread soaked in water. And as you can see, it molded just a little bit. And only 2 out of 3 of our experiments worked. The bread untouched and the bread soaked in water were 2 that actually worked. The hand sanitized bread just crumbled to pieces.
My name is Elijah Robinson, and I'm homeschooled. This is my project on Mount St. Helen. Mount St. Helen was barren. That means it had no vegetation for a long time, and it's just now starting to get very little vegetation. It's located in Skamania County, Washington, and Mount St. Helen got its name after Aline Fitzherbert. She was the British ambassador in 1792, who held the title of Baron St. Helen. And the last eruption of Mount St. Helen was in July 10, 2008, but the very first eruption was May 18, 1980. And it's not as tall as other mountains such as Mount Rainier and Mount Fuji, reaching 8,366 feet. And these are some facts that I wrote down on a card. Mount St. Helen is in the Cascade Mountain Range, which is a chain of stratovolcanoes. And May 18, 1980 was the most destructive eruption in U.S. history. It killed 57 people, destroyed 47 bridges, 15 miles of railways, and 180 miles of highway were destroyed. The horseshoe shape that's in it now was caused by a massive debris landslide that made a 5.1 magnitude earthquake that knocked all of this down.
Alright, this is the Van de Graaff generator. It is a generator that charges particles. It's mostly used for nuclear research and nuclear medicine. But how it works is the rubber belt causes friction on the wheels, which charges particles, which are then transferred to the globe. And if you put your hands on it, that charge will transfer to you, and it'll cause your hair to stick up. Van de Graaff made this, or he made his first prototype in 1929, and he finished building his big generator in 1935.
I'm Glenn Stafford from Waldron Middle School.
Megan Maxwell from Waldron Middle School.
And this is a Raspberry Pi. So it's basically a small computer that has 4 gigs of memory. And you can do lots of stuff with it. So we basically wrote a summary of what a computer is and a summary of a Raspberry Pi. And we were going to make a Pong, or we were going to program Pong onto this, but we didn't have time, so.
We didn't get the programming down for the programs that we did need on it.
Is that it? Yep. All right.
My name is Marcus Graves, and this is the Bouncing Egg Project. Next, let's go. I'm from Mena School District. My name is Braxton Cummings, and this is our project, and I'm from Mena School District.
My name is Mason Thompson, and we are from Mena School District, and this is our project.
Okay, we can start explaining. So, our rubber egg broke, but I can tell y'all about how it was made. So, after putting it in here, you can put it in here for a day, for it to be a small bouncy egg, and then 3 days for a medium, and then 6 for a large. We put one in there for 3, and then we put one in there for 6. Our medium bounced until it got to 7 inches tall, and then it broke from that height. Okay. This is how bouncy eggs work. When you place the egg in the vinegar, you see bubbles, which is a chemical reaction of the acid in the vinegar react with the calcium carbonate to produce the carbon dioxide. If you want a bit of a bouncy egg, put in vinegar for 1 day. If you want a medium bouncy egg, you soak it in vinegar for 2 days. And if you want a really bouncy egg, you soak it in there for 3 or 6 days.
And then after we soaked it in vinegar,
After we soaked it in vinegar, we noticed this white stuff on top, and that was the egg popping off. And then the membrane of the egg started to turn rubbery, and then the eggshell fully came off. And with the Coke, it just really kind of dyed the egg and made it smaller. And with the rubber egg, it made it bigger and kind of.
Yeah, and the Coke egg got a lot smaller than the other ones.
Yeah. Mason, now you got to say something.
Read it. Should we read?
My name is Cheyenne Wyndham, and I go to Bethel Christian School. And my project is sea salt. And what I'm going to be doing on my experiment is about sea salt. It's about salt. And what you do, you know how you take regular water and it sinks. The egg sinks to the bottom. And then you take salt and you pour a whole bunch into it. And then you gotta mix it. And then the egg would float.
Thank you.
And then you got the ice experiment.
Oh, the ice experiment.
I have to have a timer.
No, it's okay. See what melts faster.
Okay. Ah, cool.
And she's putting it one in the salt, one in the sugar.
This is salt. This is sugar. Go in sugar. Go in salt. melt faster. I think it's the salt. I see a bit water in the salt.
You're supposed to give it a few, like, what was that, 30 seconds, 60 seconds?
I don't know. I think the sugar is winning. I'm seeing lots of water in it. This is the salt. I don't see any water.
I think the salt tastes best.
The sugar.
Really?
The sugar wins.
Thank you.
My name is Camilla Boer, and I am a homeschooler at Hedge. And my project is things that make you go the science of flatulence. So there are some facts here, like termites are the fartiest animal. They release 77 billion gallons of farts into the air every day, and humans only release 15 billion gallons of farts every day. And then there's actually coral snakes. They can poison you with their farts. So they don't even have to bite you to poison you. And then in 1994, Russia and Sweden almost went to war over fish farts. Herring talk in farts, and they were talking, and they picked up. The Swedish ship picked up some clicking noises that they thought was submarine signals, and they sent an angry letter to the Russian president, and they confirmed that there was never a submarine, and they did not declare war on the fish. And then in 2016, there was a Japanese hospital patient, and they set themselves on fire with a fart. They farted during surgery with one of those laser tools, and they set the curtains, the sheets, and themselves all on fire. And then I have some balloons here, and then I have nicknames over here. And people, the average person runs at 8 miles per hour, and a fart travels up at 7 miles per hour.
Hi, my name is Elena.
I'm Kinsey.
And we are from Holly Harshman Elementary. Our project today is the soda versus diet soda. Well, we'll be dropping Mentos into a non-diet soda and a diet soda to see which one it reacts to more. So
we dropped a full pack of Mentos into the diet first, and it exploded and lasted for 12 seconds. And then we did the non-diet, and it only lasted for 2 seconds with a small fountain.
And we did our hypothesis, and our hypothesis was correct because we said that we thought that it would be diet, and it was diet because it went up into a large fountain, and then it quickly went down. And then for the non-diet soda, it went up to a medium, and then it quickly went down. So it was diet that reacted the most.
So what our hypothesis was that we think that the Mentos will react to the diet better because the diet has more chemicals than it does in the non-diet.
Our sources that we used to design all of this was Google, YouTube, and a spurting science erupting Coke with Mentos. And that was our project. We hope you enjoyed.
So we made a working lung model, and as you see, we have made a model for it. And if we pull the bottom, it will expand and fill the lungs with air.
Or you could also blow it. And the bottom represents your diaphragm. When your lungs expand, your diaphragm will go down. Like so. When you either suck up or push up, your diaphragm will come up to release the air. Okay, Rain, you talk. I don't know what to say. Our names are Brayden, Sebastian, and Olivia. We are from Holly Harshman Elementary School.
I'm Capri Fogel and I go to Caddy Hills High School, and my project is about whether or not the point where the release of the ball is affects the angle of the shot. Like the height of each shot is different and the angle for each person is different in both the Y and the X direction. And for the velocities, each velocity would be different due to not only gravity but the height of the player and the force.
Okay, my name is Kristen Smith. I'm a student at the University of Arkansas Rich Mountain here in Mena, and my project is just a research into the coronavirus, specifically how it spreads throughout our body. So the coronaviruses are a large family of viruses. The one that we're looking at now is just the newest strain. It transmits from person to person contact, so either if you are near, within a couple feet of a sick person, it can spread just through them sneezing or coughing, or if you touch a surface with the virus on it and then were to touch your mouth or eyes or nose or anything, you can contract it that way. But on a cellular level, the virus contains RNA inside of it, which is the genetic coding of the virus. So once it's entered into the infected person, the virus looks to find a cell that it can connect to and enter the cell. And once it does that, it begins producing more and more of the virus until the cell essentially explodes, and the viruses can spread throughout the body, and then they just continue to attach to more cells and let it spread through your body. As far as risk and prevention, the risk for a young to middle-aged person who's relatively healthy and isn't immunocompromised in any way is fairly low. Your body's just going to create the antibodies that would have to fight it off. But if you are elderly or very young, or your immune system is compromised, that's when it would become a concern.
Dead silent, huh? You all know what's going to happen, right? Give it up for all of you that you are here today. You've done awesome job, awesome job. Will you all keep doing this? That yes could be bigger than that. Awesome, I like that. Okay, finally we are here. Was the wait too long? Don't say that, please. We waited a little bit more minutes, right? Judges had to do their job, right? And they had to be fair, right? Sounds right? They have to be fair. How can they just give the prizes to you, right? Yeah, they have to be fair. And we all wanted to be fair, and we all like that. You all have that energy and enthusiasm. Hopefully that energy and enthusiasm keeps going on, okay? We will want you all to present next year too. Next year around this time. 3rd Friday of February. You can note that down. You can tell your mom and dad that, hey, this is the day I want to present here, right? You can tell that. 3rd February. Do you know when it is? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. 3rd February next year, 2021. Okay? We'll be having this similar type of fair. So come up with a better projects. Sounds right? Come up with better projects. All were great projects, but if you didn't get the prize, will you be disappointed?
Yes.
You will do better next time, so you will try for next time, right?
No, we will quit if we don't get it.
You will quit if you don't get it. Hopefully you will get it. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay? All right. What we will do is, first of all, we'll do the certificates. Okay? The participant one all get the certificates. This guy will be handing you out the certificates, and I already have the results from the judges. I will make those arrangements here with the actual awards, and then I will be back with the awards, and that's when we will announce it. Okay? First of all, let's have the certificates distributed. All right? Who is speaking? You. Okay.
All right. So we'll begin with the award or the certificates. Okay, so after you get your certificate, we want you to just line up in front of the stage so we can get a group picture of everyone. So the first certificate is Miranda Robinson. Just come over here to him. One after another.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Palin Sage. Victoria Morrison. Cortland Morrison. Faith Tucker. Leanne Kellums. Carrie Parker. Lily Crider. Aria Crider. Aria. Okay. Zane Crider. Cheyenne Windham. Gracie Duramus. Ariella James. Corey Kirkendall. Fred McVeigh. Zayden Saki. Jadis Patton. Marcus Graves. Braxton Cummings. Mason Thompson. Chandler Hendrickson. Casey Harris. And starting now, please form another line in front of the line we already have. Olivia Vannersdale. Camilla Booher. Sebastian Hills. Braden Wilson. Peyton Rose. Elena Cheney. Timothy Parker. Matthew Moss. Bryant Thomas. Trevor Hall. Haven Klaus. Mason Knight. Kinsey Finster Masher. Maxwell Dollarhide. Isis Bearden. Jersey Abel. Destiny Sturman. Ryan Jean.
Ready to start down here?
And we'll start another row down here now. If we need to, just push the chairs back a little bit. Ivan Sanchez. Andrew Grillfield. David Dollar. Jackson Green. Chloe Ferguson. Gage Henry. Agrina Dominguez, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce anybody's name. Paisley Joe. Kalia Purnell. Robin Lee Rath. Jacob Backer. Kezia Kinney. Justin Hunsucker. Elijah Robinson. Brianna Crider. Emma Graff. Hannah Backer. Megan Maxwell. Glenn Stafford. Frank Booher. Sonelli Ogle.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's not wait too much, right? This is the results time. We will start with the, of course, I need to do a couple announcements here. Are you seeing these big checks? These big checks, right? Can you cash them in the bank? No, you cannot, right? So what do? We send you checks in the address you have provided us. Better be provided the right address, right? Okay? I have your teachers, your mom's dad, whoever is guiding you, their contact. So we will contact them and make sure that you have the right address to send the checks, okay? And we will send you also the gift cards that way, okay? If you have won the gift cards, checks, everything comes to your way. So you will receive the checks right now, but you will get the actual checks in mail. Is that clear? Yes. Okay. All right. I would like to ask Dr. Krishnanath to come here to award the high school and college awards. Let's start that way. Okay. $50 Walmart gift card. It's basically second prize winner here in that case. Goes to Kristen Smith for her project. It's there, coronavirus and something more. She's not here, so. But the first prize, we will call it a first prize, even though the prize is not actually said as said it's first. But she deserves it. So, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Height versus angle got the $150 award. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I would like to call Dr. Rudy Timmerman. Where is he? Okay, all right. Dr. Rudy Timmerman to give away prizes for middle school level. Okay. $50 gift card, honorable mention, goes to Raspberry Pi computer. Okay. You can just stand up there because we are sending you the gift card.
Come up and shake my hand.
Shake your hand. That's good. That's awesome. Okay.
Besides, you can't get a picture otherwise,
Of
right?
course, yeah. That's right. My bad.
That's okay.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Get over here. Hey, give these folks a big round of applause.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Okay, the second place winner for middle school level is Magnus Thierifan.
Yeah, that's the big way. You got the picture yet? There you are.
All right. The first prize winner, which is $250 cash plus this beautiful plaque, goes to
me.
You wish. How pulse jets work. Awesome.
Come on up here. There. Congratulations. Here. Get your picture.
Okay. All right. I'd like to call upon Mr. Sean Hughes for giving away elementary level prizes. Okay. By the way, there was one award added this year. Do you all know? Yeah. That's the best original project. And that went to elementary school level 2. Guess who? Right? Awesome. Okay. You have it?
All three of them. Second, best,
Okay. This is the special award with the cash prize of best original, $250 best original. Okay. That prize goes to 5-second rule. Are you both getting $250 each, or you are dividing that into half? You know it already. All right. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, let's start with the $50 gift card for elementary level. Okay. This goes to Science of Slime. We'll send you the cards, okay? Well, you'll get one card though. How to divide that? We'll have to share. Okay?
Look at me. Good job. Look at me now.
Congratulations.
Good job, bro.
All right. The second place winner with the award of $100, okay, goes to name brand versus generic. Congratulations. The first prize in the elementary level with the plaque plus $250 goes to, any guesses?
Hydraulic arm. Visibility. Dogs working model.
Do dogs have a color preference? Now we had real young age kids, like first grade, second grade, really young to do science, but they did it. They did awesome job. For that, we are honoring 3 of our younger age kids with $50 gift cards each. Okay? But they should promise me they should keep doing science. Will they? Let's hope so, right? Okay. The first one of that $50 category goes to sea salt. Sea salt, who had the sea salt folder? Yeah. Bubbles everywhere. That's that one. Okay, come on in. And then the last one is bubble gum. Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Can y'all look at me? There you go. Good job.
All right. I think we are done with awards and everything. Please make sure that your table is clean after you're done. Take all of your stuff. We don't want them anymore here. Okay. All right. It was so much pleasure to have you all here this year. We will hope that you will make it to next year too. Okay? Before we just say good day today, is there any questions? All right then. Thank you all so much.
I'm the owner of Lottie Dawes Salon and Spa in Mana.
I'm a graduate from UA Rich Mountain for General Studies.
I'm a medical biller and coder.
I'm a hairstylist.
I'm a welder. I'm very glad I chose.
I'm glad I chose.
Very thankful that I chose.
I'm proud I chose.
I invite you to choose UA Rich Mountain.
The Allied Health Program at UA Rich Mountain continues to grow in enrollment and in strong partnerships with area medical facilities and providers, which aids in the overall educational experience for our students.
This program has really given us some good workforce.
I'm very glad I chose UA Rich Mountain.
Turn your passion into a career. UA Rich Mountain's cosmetology program can be your starting point to launching a career as a hairstylist, nail tech, instructor, or even a salon owner. Our cosmetology students are in the classroom learning theory and also on the floor learning hands-on techniques with mannequins and actual customers.
I'm glad I chose U of A Rich Mountain.
I am Katie Nichols, and I'm a graduate of the University of Arkansas Rich Mountain from the IT program.
My name's Ethan Bird. I'm a graduate from UA Rich Mountain for General Studies.
IT is one of the fastest growing industries in the world today, and your journey to becoming an IT consultant, cloud architect, computer forensic investigator, cybersecurity, software, or website developer can begin with an information systems technology degree from UA Rich Mountain. To complement your IT journey, we also offer multi-track associate degrees in business administration and office technology. Whatever path you choose, our instructors and support staff are dedicated to helping you identify your strengths to set you on a career path that not only fits your skills, but one that you will find rewarding.
I'm glad I chose U of A Rich Mountain.
I'm CNC machinist.
I am a machinist.
Machinists are in high demand in the local area. UA Rich Mountain has close partnerships with local businesses and industry who seek out our graduates, knowing they are well prepared for the roles that are critical to their business's success. Students in the machine tool program can earn a certificate of proficiency in one semester, or the technical certificate is a one-year program, or go all the way earning an associate degree, which is a 2-year program.
I'm glad I chose
UA Rich Mountain.
I'm a welder. I started out in welding. I came by to just inquire about what opportunities were out there. I told them that I really liked working with my hands. I wanted to hone in on a skill set. I asked the people over here at the UA Rich Mountain They said, well, we've got this wonderful welding program, you could try it out. That sounds awesome, let's try that. I'm very thankful that I chose UA Rich Mountain. I'm a welder. I started out in welding. I came by to just inquire about what opportunities were out there. I told them that I really liked working with my hands. I wanted to hone in on a skill set. I asked the people over here at the UA Rich Mountain. They said, well, we've got this wonderful welding program, you could try it out. That sounds awesome, let's try that. I'm very thankful that I chose UA Rich Mountain.
I am a licensed massage therapist.
UA Rich Mountain's inaugural massage therapy class will be in the job force in a year and potentially earning $45,000 annually. Once obtaining your training, certification, and licensing as a massage therapist, you have everything you need to earn a lucrative career. Students are well equipped in the way of knowledge and skills to compete with even the most seasoned therapists in the industry.
It's your time to get rich.
Rich.